Okay. Let's do it. We're gonna work from the bottom up, I think. Whoa, that's not right. All right, hold on. Here we go. Oh, can we go down here too? Ah, perfect. All right, we're gonna go here. Does this game tell you when chapters are finished? Yes, it does. Lindsay will bring up a little page that will have some dialogue on it. And when you get to that, that's when you know that you've completed an area. Or completed an act. Okay. Oh, you know what? We need to go back and... I kind of need to go back and see if that's the last piece of sky metal. Solve the shrines puzzle? Already did, Gaffle. Already did. Oh, speaking of which, Gaffle Truck, if you'd like to check it out, we got 4 pieces of pretty good tank gear. I'm only using one of it, but here it is if you want to take a look. It's pretty nice. It's basically the same as our last breastplate, except it's adamantine as well. So, yeah. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Do I read fantasy books? Not really. I don't, well, I honestly don't really read much of any books. I really just don't have a lot of time these days. If I have time, I'm generally playing games or doing something. Like that. Ooh. Same with movies. Oh, hi, tree that weeps. Let's at least do a little bit of...
My skills are getting rusty. Yes.
A calculated risk.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Nighttime.
Calm down. Oh, shit. No.
Sunflower. Grant me strength.
Oh, my God. Okay. Redo. That's rude. That is rude. We're going to do this very differently. Hey, Jasper. How you doing today, dude? Oh, drink for the safe space.
Share your troubles.
Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to do this.
Time's
do
not
this.
waiting.
Oh, look. Ko lost all his spells again. How fun. Okay. Save it.
Let us strike as one. To victory. That hurt.
So notice most of the lightning is now not doing nearly as much. Because we actually buffed up this time. It really is cool in this game how just the use of a few spells can completely change how a fight goes.
Stab.
Is that it?
All according to plan.
Got another corpse here. Oh, black dragon breastplate. Now that sounds new.
In due time.
Okay, I think we're good, chat. Let's make sure we can't go over here. Okay.
That is not far.
Medium. The armor is adorned with a pattern of fighting dragons. This +5 breastplate grants its wearer acid resistance 30 and can be used by druids. Interesting. Interesting. I really love finding items that are like very unique in how they function, and that is certainly one of them. Because druids are not normally able to do that kind of thing, so... Huh. You could almost make a build around that, possibly. Because I wonder if the medium feats that they can't normally use could then be applied to that breastplate. That's interesting. Forest Ballroom. Let's save it. God, I look so naked without my kingdom buffs, don't I? Oh, God. Ugh. Palme says, does Pathfinder have an actual ending? Yes, this game does have an end. It's just, I'm doing my best to trick you all. It was the game that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started playing it thinking they were going to
As
beat
it should be.
I could keep going with that, but you know what? I'm not, because nobody likes that. Nobody likes it.
I'm not afraid.
PS Fanatic, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Oh. Primal Treant. Whoa, what are you doing? You're raging?
Repent.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Whoa. Reckless set. Wait, how many people? No, we're in a good spot. What the shit? What is this thing? They summoned a Graboid. That's not fair. I was not told there would be Graboids. What is this thing? Lady Primrose. Oh, God. Things
You
are happening.
forced my hand.
Oh, jeez.
I'll
Oh,
try to make this swift. Dawnflower, grant me strength.
Oh, his spell's unmemmed! No! I can't res him because of the spell bug. I was so happy that I remembered for once. Oh, man. That would have been so good. Next rest, we need to summon that Deva
I know what to do.
and verify that we can actually do that.
So, any brilliant ideas?
You know, I've been using this Stone Skin Communal a lot lately. How much Diamond Dust do I have? $342? Oh, we're good. Okay. All right, let's do
This
it.
should do it.
Oh, let's do
Share
this
your
first.
troubles.
Man, if only Tristian had some sort of, you know, like AoE AC up ability.
Left yourself open.
There's the summon. There she is. That's who we need to kill. There we go. Boom! I see you, he dead. Ouch.
All according to plan.
Okay. Well, that was pretty great. Okay, apparently I can't go up there. Let's try to loot all this. Wow! They got a lot of fun loot on them. Man, I gotta admit, every time... Oh, speed composite llama. That's not bad. Every time I loot an enemy and see gems, I can't help but get a little bit of Baldur's Gate nostalgia. Gems are like candy in Baldur's Gate 2. Really gotta play that game again. I don't even remember how Baldur's Gate 2 ends. Like, it's been that long since I've played it.
Interesting.
This is 12.5 thousand? Whoa. Whoa. That's a lot of money to find out in the world. Cool. Up.
In due time.
Oh, the whole stack is 500? Oh. That's not nearly as cool. Okay. I think we're done here. All right, so you know what? Let me just... I need to see if this works. Let me test something real fast.
Time's not waiting.
So here's this awesome Deva summon.
Octavia, do you think I should cut my hair even shorter?
I think you'll look great with any haircut. Even if you shaved your head bald. Maybe we should try that.
Let's not Sinead O'Connor her, please. It didn't work well for her. It won't work well for Val. We call that a dated reference. That's called a dated reference. If you have no idea who that person is, don't worry. It's because you're not old enough, and that's okay. Okay, so can I summon this again?
No mistakes.
I can, so it is daily. All right, that's what we wanted to check. Yeah. Okay. Ko is old confirmed. Can confirm. Okay, there we go on that. Perfect. Yeah, I really do need to, BLC 30. I need to, anytime I rest, I should try to do it in a map because there's so much fun voiced flavor dialogue between the characters. You know, honestly, if there was one big lore suggestion I could give to Owlcat, you need to make it that when people rest in the world, that it does that little flavor dialogue. Even if it's just speech bubbles in the top left corner. You don't need the picture. You don't need the characters. But like, there's so much fun little dialogue in those scenes. I really wish it worked when you did it on the world map. Because this is 90% of my resting. This is 95% of my resting is on the world map. So I just miss all that fun stuff. And to think if I could get all that every time I rested on the world map, like, oh, that'd be huge. Because from what we've seen, there are like every time you rest, there's a new one. So there must be tons of voice dialogue that we're missing because we're not doing that. Yeah. But I really hope one day we see that on the world map. We're just going to connect this to make sure there's nothing in here. And it does not seem that there is. Oh, we can go up here. Man, there's a lot of little paths through here. Thankfully, because we have an aviary, we can still access our kingdom. So all this is just fine. All right, we have some people that are tired, so we're going to need to rest before we do whatever we're going to do. Okay, grocery stalls. What a weird name for an area. Wait a second, what? X-Zaven, are you serious? Can someone confirm that? I've never, ever seen that a single time. I've never seen that once. Maybe that just goes to show you how much there is. Yeah, that is wow, it is true. I've never seen that. I've never once seen that. And people in chat are confirming it. Lots of people. How interesting. My lord. Yeah, in that case, they really need to make it so that happens on the world map. Especially romance lines. Really? Oh, there's so much to this game. There's so much to this game. How have I played this game for 300 hours and I'm still learning stuff like that? I tell you, there hasn't been a game like Pathfinder for me in years. Years. Oh, God. Was that a person? Oh, wait, that thing's dead, though. What happened here?
All according to plan.
Oh, yeah, look. All those spears in his back.
I'm positive I found something.
Yeah, do you really want this dude's armor? It clearly didn't work too well. Oh. What in the hell?
In due time.
Did we just stumble upon an item duper? That guy had a great set of ring mail? Oh, get out of my channel. Just the doors, just, no, that's not acceptable. I mean, we do dad jokes here, but that's too much. I'm sorry about that, chat. I shouldn't have read that out loud. That was real bad. Lord of the Rings? Okay, you can also leave. You just close the door after the other guy leaves, if you could. That'd be great. Thank you.
As it should be.
Fix my spells? Oh. You know,
Ready for
man,
anything.
you know, the Owlcat devs were super chill with me when I did the first playthrough, and they were fixing bugs like left and right. I'm seriously, I might actually see if I can email them about these bugs. This spell thing is driving me kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that every time we look at these spells, they're randomly, yeah. I may throw a Hail Mary and see if we can get this fixed.
In due time.
Flex them muscles? Oh, please, dude. There's the Owlcat devs, man. When we did our first playthrough, for those that weren't here for that, I kid you not. I would stream the game for 8 hours. We would run into 5 bugs. That night, I would get an email from Owlcat, and they would say, okay, we saw this stuff. Was there anything else? And I would say no. And then before I'd start the stream the next day, there'd be a hotfix fixing those 5 bugs. And we did that for weeks. Like, they were so on point with the devs, or with the development. That, I mean, it was crazy. It's one of the only times I've been a streamer and had that happen. Like, every night for like almost 2 weeks. Like, okay, what did you run into today? Okay, we'll try to get that fixed for you tomorrow. And then unfortunately, it just got too much. By the time I got to Pitax, there was too much that needed fixing. It was the only reason I quit. But yeah, they were really good with that. Magus D said a quality control company. Well, the thing is at the beginning, like, it was really interesting because Owlcat at the beginning had clearly not done this before. Like, when they started, they didn't even have a beta branch on Steam. Like, they actually put a disclaimer in their patches that said, we are fixing things so fast we don't have a chance to test them. Like, let us know what you find. We're just trying to get the game working. Like, they would let people know. It was pretty wild. But yeah.
Follow my lead.
All right, let's do a save. What game was that? This one. We're talking about this game. Mm-hmm. Owlcat are the devs of this game. It's odd, Cohh, because I didn't have that spell slot bug, but I think it might just be because I'm on an older version of the game. Yeah, I don't know what I certainly didn't have any spell slot issues the first time.
What do we have here?
So whatever this issue I'm encountering now is, it's new. What I will say though is there was a major set of bugs that had to do with equipment applying the proper stats on reload, And I'm wondering
You
if we're
require
running
my
into remnants
assistance?
of that.
Something bothering you?
Because what it feels like is that the game is trying... See, look, Tristan lost his spells again. What it feels like is that the game is trying to apply spells, but the character doesn't have the stats to support the slots. So I'm wondering if the issue has to do when we're save and loading games, if it's doing the spells first and then the equipment, and it's not seeing the slots when it applies the spells. I mean, that's a guess. But whatever it is, it sucks. Because we're just randomly dropping spells all over the place. And every time we do, we have to rest to get them back. So, yeah. It's not a fun bug. We're basically just losing out on spells. And what's even weirder is it doesn't happen to every character all the time. So whenever it does happen, you have to look through all your characters. And some will have the bug and some won't. I wish I kind of need to troubleshoot and figure out what's triggering it. Is it the order of loading? Dude, I have no idea. I don't know
That
enough
is not
about how the
far.
loading works to even hypothesize about that. Oh, shit. Good God.
As it should be.
I'm going to be
Time's
Khaleesi,
not waiting.
daddy of Dargans. Let's do it.
Quiet. I'm thinking.
Who's there? Lamash too?
All right. There we go.
We'll do it the hard way.
Whoa! He's cleaving. He's cleaving for 70 damage. Oh, good God, dude. That's a lot of cleaving.
This should do it.
That hurt?
Oh, thank God. Alright, he's down. Is he down? Yeah, he's down. Okay, good. Tree Crest Snuff Box. Interesting. Okay. Oh! Hellstrider Boots. That sounds unique.
See? Me keep.
It's re-equipping when you save. You can see that on Val's blur buff when you save. Okay. But I don't think every save and reload is messing with the stats. I mean, I don't think it is. We can test that real quick. Maybe saving and reloading is what's causing it. Yes, Ring Song, I did. Yeah. Is co-exploring or is this part of the story? Oh, I'm doing map completion right now.
I know what to do.
Speaking of which, how many days do we have left? 106, cool. Let's get you out. Put you next to the summon. Man, I'm really glad we ended up playing Ranger. I've really been enjoying this guy. This has been cool. Okay, so we're gonna save it.
I am prepared.
I know that everyone's spell slots worked just fine a second ago.
Ready for anything.
Okay. So that save and load did keep all the spells. No issues at all. Okay, so it's not well, it may be related to it, but it's not triggered by quick saving, quick loading. How'd I get the dragons? We've slowly been acquiring throughout the game. Anytime you see one of these items that I'm about to show you, then you generally want to go ahead and pick them up because they're really powerful one-a-day summons. And those items are these. Wyverns. So this is my green one. That's my blue one. That's my purple one. Yep. Is there a difference between overworld saves and area saves? I mean, there might be. I don't know enough about how the save process works to know what that is on, you know, on the technical level. But that's certain. Maybe there's something to do with hard saving, quick saving. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with auto saving. Oh, the boots, the boots, the boots. Oh! Oh, look at that. They're unique bracers. I thought they were just bracers of defense. That's cool. And then these. Wow. Fire resistance 30. We do have a lot of good boots. Oh, you know what? I don't really need these on him, do I? Because I got this. Yeah, he's getting 12 additional attacks of opportunity per round. I think that's okay. I think we can deal with 12 AOOs per round. What do you guys think? Is that good? Okay, great. Can you imagine that? Keep in mind, a round is 6 seconds. So it's like it'd be like a machine gun. That's awesome. Okay. Ooh, Castle of Knives. Okay. That sounds fun. It also has a unique icon. Is this a main story area? I feel like this is a main story area. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. That name is a little... It is a main story area. Okay. So, am I okay? Am I okay to avoid it? I think I'm gonna go ahead and avoid it. Yeah, I don't really want to do main story stuff right now. Oh, don't avoid it. No. Oh, people are saying no reason to avoid it. Okay, well, let's do it. Great. Ko, I saw you playing this game and I decided to buy it, but after 3 days, I have to say this game is a bit overwhelming, especially when I read on the internet that many quests have lore checks and dialogues like Harem's Quest, and every kingdom decision and mission really hard to progress for me because I'm constantly doubting if the choice I make is a good one. It's a really fun game though. Tabriel, this is what I'll tell to you. This is what I'll say. Whenever you're encountering a situation like that, there's 2 ways to approach it. You can be like me, and you can constantly be looking for information on everything, which is not for everyone. Or, and this is what I recommend, basically play it without saving. Scumming. Like, you either, like, it's the way that I do it is I kind of go either all the way one way or all the way the other. Either care completely about every decision, or just play it like that's your story written in stone. And I have to admit, I recently played a game called Outward that didn't let me make, that essentially didn't let me do any save scumming. And honestly, it kind of reignited my love a bit for not playing games with save scum. So, I mean, keep in mind, this is a big game, but you can play it multiple times. So, just do a playthrough. Have fun. Learn the game. If things go wrong, who cares? And then restart it after you've learned everything, and then save scum. So just have fun the first time. Learn the mechanics, learn the characters, learn the story, learn the classes. Take it slow, and then when you're really ready, like start a new run, and that's when you're looking at guides. That's when you're asking questions. Like that's when it all starts hitting the fan. So yeah, that's my best advice I can give. I think,
In
on
due
that.
time.
But what I will say is, whatever you decide,
Let
don't
us
give up on
strike
this
as
game
one.
because it is awesome.
I'm not
And
afraid.
there's a lot of really good stuff in this game. Let him come back to us. Just like that.
Clever ploy.
Do not falter.
Repent!
Ha! Primitive.
Consider provoked.
Bam. Beautiful. Put fear off on this map? Oh,
That is
I mean,
not
fear is
far.
fine as long as you just keep total control of your party. The only issue that you really run into with fear is if you let your characters chase after feared enemies, then it strings out your party, and at that point, if you get ambushed, your
As it should
squishies are
be.
getting owned. So, as long as we do it how I was doing it there, I think we'll be okay. But we'll see. Man, this looks to be a... Oh, this is a huge map. Hell yeah. Here we go. Let's go this way first. How do I have my knock-knock built? Pretty much straight rogue. Straight Kukri rogue.
You forced
Enemy
my hand.
approaching.
Oh, shit! What great mistake did Ko just make? Yeah. A lot of you see it, I'm sure. We don't have poison resist on.
There are other ways to cast.
We're not in our region. Ah, there we go. Good deal. We got
Will they ever learn?
I'll try to make this swift.
Onward.
Great. Oh, I needed the beer. Oh, I was gonna leave 4 minutes ago. That's a thing. Ooh. Whoa, what are these dudes doing? Tree crest buckle?
In due time.
A satyr and a nymph are watching a dark-skinned elf whose arms are dancing, gracefully making magical gestures in a sort of ritual. Noticing you, she stops her ceremonial dance and greets you with a light bow, respectful and dignified. You are Ko, warrior king, the first to bring peace to the stolen lands. I sought a meeting with you, and fate has allowed our paths to cross. My name is Kamala. Who are you? Kamala the Phoenix, from Surumgaman Order, humble follower of the wise way of the teacher Avalo. The Surumgaman Order is relatively unknown, but you've heard stories. They're followers of good and order, whose teacher Avalo, a native of Jalmaray, preaches complete non-violence. This dude seems kind of a bro. Okay. Why are you looking for me? Mysterious and sinister events are happening in your lands. The border between worlds grow thin, and someone's hand reaches through it, plotting the deaths of you and your subjects. My brothers and sisters from the Surumgaman Order have come to help you stand firm against this unknown enemy if you desire our help, and if you pass our trials and prove you are worthy of it. What are you doing with these Fae? They were brought into this world unwillingly, and their mischievous temper could mean a lot of trouble for the local people. The border between worlds here is thin and feeble, like the worn-out cloth of a monk's frock. I have charmed them to sit still for a bit while I prepare to send them home. Dude, this guy seems like a bro. Tell me about your order. Teacher Avalo founded our order to help people who walk the path of good remain steadfast, and to give those who have lost their way a place to come back to. The backbone of our philosophy is non-violence. This doesn't mean we are helpless, but we believe there's a future when no one in our world will wish to take up weapons against their neighbor. I'm not familiar with these teachings, but they sound very similar to Sarenrae's faith. It is amazing, but I think this is someone who surpasses us in peacefulness. What does this trial consist of? The heart of the way is practice. The ability to subdue anger, negotiate without threat, to quell a conflict before a spark becomes a fire. I imagine the king must be familiar with such things. With your permission, I would like to test you here and now. Look at these Fae. I charmed them so they wouldn't interfere while I opened a portal into their native world. I will release them now. To pass the trial, you must convince the Fae to remain still while I prepare to send them home. To do this without threatening them, and don't let them charm you. I agree. Kamala lifts a spell from the Fae with a graceful gesture and starts casting another spell to send them home. The nymph and the satyr look at you mischievously. Some prank is obviously brewing in their heads. Tell me, who are you, and what are you doing here? I am Murine, and this is Kinesius, and we are bored. Yes, frightfully bored. Everywhere else is changing, flickering, like this and that, but here it's always the same all the time. The trees don't walk, the mountains don't fly, and you're such fools. Everything is so strange. How do you live here at all? We've been sitting here for 100 million years. We're so bored. Let's go for a walk. We'll show you something wonderful. You'll love it. And you'll be rich. You mortals love treasure, right? There you go. There's plenty of treasure around here, but without us, you'll never find it your whole life. I'd rather hear about your adventures. Oh, we've had such adventures. You have no idea. Beyond your wildest dreams. For instance, once we had manicore races. Another time, we met the Lantern King himself. He gave us a copper coin, half a pie, and silk stockings. What? And one time some hunters wandered into us. We danced with them, and we danced. And we danced until we dropped. Oh, but then we got up, and for some reason they didn't. That's it. It's time for you to go home. No, we've only just arrived. We aren't going anywhere. The satyr takes out a pan flute and starts playing. You feel drowsy for a moment, but the spell effects quickly clear. Realizing his spell didn't work, the satyr hides his flute. Alright. We should probably go. Go. Safe travels. Cool. Did we pass? I feel like we didn't threaten them. I'm gonna save it just in case. Congratulations, you have passed my trial. Your will is strong and it cannot be broken by spells of the most frightful enemy, the bloodthirsty beast that lurks inside each of us. I invite you to meet the other masters of the order and pass their trials. Don't be afraid of failure. No one in this world is perfect, but we must be sure that those who we help are worthy. Set off to the Temple of the Elk. Brother Visaka the Unicorn is awaiting you there for your next trial. Cool. Okay. Kamal the Phoenix. That name doesn't sound elven. When I passed all the trials and joined the order, the teacher gave me a new name in the language of his homeland. And in his way, as is his way, Kamala means lotus. A flower that grows from swamp mud, but glows with immaculate whiteness. As for Phoenix, that's something like a title. It refers to those who have burnt away their primitive instincts and revived pure force of will from their ashes. Whoa. Before I walked the wise way, I did much harm and many stupid things, for I was controlled by the animal inside me. Now that it has no power over me, I follow the path of law and good, as shown by the teacher. This has like some, yeah, like people in chat are seeing, this is some serious, like, Buddhist stuff going on here. This is cool. Familiar rhetoric about the internal beast. We should have sent you to the inconsequent debates. You'd smooth talk the host in the blink of an eye. What do you know about the power behind the portals? We will share our knowledge with you when you prove you are worthy of our help. Okay. I think this is great. Awesome. So we will need to go back. Do I have a quest for this? I do. Excellent. So we will have to go to the Temple of the Elk and do that soon. That sounds awesome. I don't know who they are, but I want their help. I'll tell you that.
All according to plan.
Okay. Like many in said chat are guessing, we are going to go ahead and continue this amazing adventure tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for being here for our first all-day stream of new content. This has been awesome. We got more map exploration done today than I have in like weeks before this. Tomorrow is going to be a very fun day. We're going to be doing a full day of Pathfinder Kingmaker tomorrow. And not only that, but I think at the beginning of the stream, we're going to do a quick look around all of our towns We'll make a big master list and kind of go through them one by one. We'll show everyone all the stuff in the towns, as well as make sure that all buildings are fully upgraded. Everything is built as big as it can. And yeah, then we're going to finish exploring the entire map of Pathfinder Kingmaker, and then possibly start working on the end of the game. So this is pretty amazing. So as a quick reminder, next week is pretty crazy. We are doing an all-day stream of Pathfinder tomorrow, but then Tuesday morning we're checking out Mortal Kombat 11 for people that want to see that. Wednesday I am back on Drop Frames after having my son Kai. It'll be my first day back on Drop Frames. Thursday morning we've got most likely, I think it's going to be Thursday morning. It might be Friday morning, but I think we have Days Gone on Thursday morning. And then Thursday afternoon, we've got our Pathfinder dev stream. So it should be a lot of fun. Anyway, dudes, before we leave, thank you, Vanalis, with the 60 months. Hello, Ben, getting a sub from our buddy Fabrief. Thank you for that, my dude. Really appreciate all the support today. Hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are around the globe. As always, thank you for spending some of your life here, and I will see you fine people here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Oh, I'm sorry. I said did I say Pathfinder? Pantheon. We're doing a Pantheon dev stream on Thursday afternoon. Yeah, Pantheon dev stream. My bad. On that note, I will see all of you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. EDT. If I don't see you for Pathfinder tomorrow, hope to see you throughout the week and all the other crazy stuff we have going on. And as always, have a great rest of your day.